physical fitness and healthy school lunches. But now, halfway through her husband's second term, she's wading deeper into electoral politics. At a fundraiser, she reportedly told big Democratic donors that her husband has made good on his campaign promise of change and that Democrats retaking the House in November midterms is doable. Democrats would need to pick up 17 seats to make that happen. And today, 8 states hold their primaries, including a slew of important House contests. Now, Lou, I would agree with her that he has made good on his promise to fundamentally change America. But what are Democrats going to run on to get all those 17 seats?
Well, I think, Katie, you've hit the point entirely. They're going to run away from Obamacare. I think it's pretty clear. Are they going to run on a prosperous, growing economy that's a tide that's lifting all boats? Absolutely not. And in fact, in one of the ironies for a president who's trying to make noises about unequal income distribution throughout our economy, he has been pandering to the elites. And it turns out that the market is the best performing sector over the course of the past 2 years. And that money simply enriches the rich. The 1% become even more affluent. That's a hard sell to working men and women. It's why I've said to the Republican Party, for God's sake, connect with a working man and woman in this country, the middle class.
It's a layup, right?
Because
It's obvious.
that is where our future is.
You know what's really interesting? I was just reading the other day that Mitt Romney has had this huge influence in this primary season, and it's a very positive one on candidates winning. Like, he's got this new powerful political juice.
100% wins for his recommendation.
Isn't that interesting? And you wonder what is resonating. And the Democrats don't really have that on the flip side. Normally it would be the president in power, the president in office rather, but you don't see that necessarily when you look at his approval numbers. So it is critical, as you say, what is the message going to be out of the GOP? But something is resonating right now, and it's strong. It's got that 100% batting average for Mitt Romney behind the scenes.
Don't you think, though, that Democrats for a long time have been vilifying Wall Street? President Obama came out in support of Occupy Wall Street. Nancy Pelosi did the same. Don't you think it's going to be hard for them to square that when it comes to using a good marketplace as the only thing they can run on coming in November?
Yeah, and I'd like to ask the First Lady, where was the hope and change on economic growth? Because that was the one thing that Americans were voting on. They wanted change in the economy. They were coming out of this recession, the biggest recession since the Great Depression. They wanted jobs. They wanted growth in the economy. As we know, Lou, we just reported a 1% contraction in the U.S. economy. By some estimates, it was the worst quarter, the first quarter, since the recession. We still have unemployment above 6% in this country. You better believe that the real unemployment rate is still in the double digits, and people are feeling a very weak economy. So, Lou, I kind of disagree with you. I think that they are going to tout the economy, the Democrats. They're going to tout the record highs in the stock market. And they're going to own that.
Hey, that's great.
And that was artificially created by the act of the Federal Reserve.
I just got to be clear about what you're disagreeing with me about.
I thought that you said that they're not going to be able to run on the economy.
No, I said that they will focus on that. I said that they will look at the stock market. They'll have to run from their one success because they cannot be, well, even on this administration's scale, they cannot flip-flop to that level. If they think that the AFL-CIO is going to pick up on the capital class and the market, I think that's wrong. That is the only part of the economy where I think he can run.
Interesting.
The problem is they just have such a poor grasp on the fundamentals of economics and what exactly it means to stimulate the economy and create jobs. And I think now people are really starting to grasp those issues. The general public, it's reflected in the poll numbers, but the Republicans are the ones that have to seize the day and the opportunity.
And Republicans are winning.
And you know who's helped the Republicans to do that to some degree? The Tea Party, because they focus in on fiscal issues.
Exactly.
Now you made her happy.
All right, coming up.
Just
Tea Party, Tea Party.
New research potentially change